Good afternoon everyone and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to sit down and have a little chat. I mean, a lot of stuff has been going, I say a lot, some stuff has been going up on my channel to do with my makeup brand, Luna Rose London. Ta-da! I have never actually sat down and had a chat with you about it or kind of explained what it is or why I've done it, how it came about, any of those kinds of things. Being the budding entrepreneur that I am, albeit probably not a very good one so far, but budding, I used to have like a clothing business, again a very small one, just kind of sold in a local shop, sort of sold on Instagram and all of that kind of stuff. But I've always been really interested in new business and creating my own business, and I just really enjoy it. I don't know why, I've just always really enjoyed it. I basically had a partnership with Regionair 3D, which is the stem cell cream that I use on my face a lot, and they basically got in touch and said, we'd love to do collaboration with you that was more than just a product. So it would be about creating your own product and creating your own brand, and we would basically be the scientific lab partner side of it and you would be the brand side of it. So I kind of decided that that was something I would be interested in, seeing as I have never had a makeup brand. I'm not a makeup artist by any stretch of the imagination at all. I'm still learning all of the makeup stuff. That reminds me of that scene in The Devil Wears Prada where she says stuff and everyone takes the makeup off her. So I just wanted to create something for people like me, and having the opportunity to work with a kind of already established cosmetics label, I suppose, or like skincare label, and just create something completely new was really exciting for me. Where did the name come from? Now, you might have noticed that there are a lot of babies now being called Luna. I actually have a baby names list on my phone that I have been building for years. It's not particularly because I want a child right now or maybe ever. I have no idea. I haven't got to that point yet. When coming up with the name for my brand, I didn't want it to be something kind of cheesy or something that I've just sort of plucked out of thin air. I kind of went through my baby list names and thought, okay, this one's kind of cool, this one's okay. What would I go for? And Luna Rose was always a really top of the list name for me, and I just thought Luna Rose would be a nice name. I then ended up speaking to one of my good friends who also has like a marketing agency, and he suggested that if I was ever gonna sell makeup around the world, it would be nice to involve something to do with the UK so that people knew it came from not necessarily Southampton, because most places in the world don't know where Southampton is. Most people in the UK don't know where Southampton is. So I ended up adding London on the end, hence the name Luna Rose London. I also think that because I don't want babies for a very long time, this business is also kind of my baby as well. So choosing from a baby names list is not actually that weird, because my business as a baby for me, I put the same time and effort and everything into it that I would into an actual child. This is kind of still my child. My website was all built by me. We are gradually phasing into having a new website, which I'm designing right now. Again, everything's done by me mostly. I'm now going to have an IT team that I work with that will be able to build a better website, one that we can post to more countries. But my current website was all built by me, all designed by me, all the photos were shot by me. Obviously I had a makeup artist and everything help out with the shoots and that kind of stuff, which is in another vlog, which I will link down below if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, so everything's basically been done by me. I wanted the website to be really simple, kind of girly, but also quite sophisticated at the same time. For me, I'm coming up with the idea of what I want, as well as then implementing all those ideas and coming up with all of it. So I'm doing every single thought process, which is kind of hard, but I am enjoying it. I'm really, really enjoying it. And it's nice for me to have the progression of the brand and to kind of see where it goes. All of my products are vegan and cruelty free. I wouldn't work with a laboratory or a supplier or anything that wasn't, because I feel like even though I'm not a vegan and I'm not necessarily kind of overly conscious, I am, and I'm getting better at things, but that wasn't my first thing. I wasn't sort of saying, oh, I want to make a vegan makeup brand. It was never about that. It was more about doing something that was right. I just think it's the right way for any brand to go, and instead of it being kind of, oh, we're a vegan makeup brand, I think it should be more of, we're a makeup brand and fundamentally we're always vegan. I think it is just so important that this is now like a benchmark for more brands that are coming into fruition, is that people are vegan and they are cruelty free and they are as sustainable as they can be, and that's just the norm. I feel like that needs to become a normal thing, to be vegan or sustainable or cruelty free. It just needs to be benchmark. At the moment, all of my products are currently pre-made in a factory, obviously a checked out factory somewhere, and I then hand select, hand pick, hand test. It takes me a long time to test all of these products and make sure they're the right ones. I use them every day to make sure that they are good products, they travel well. For me to have a completely dedicated lab like, I don't know, Kylie Jenner, Jeffree Star, all of these other brands that you see, the celebrity brands popping up, for me to have a dedicated lab to myself would cost me millions. And for any startup brand, we don't have millions. Yes, there is investment and yes, there is money going into the brand, but no, there is not millions to open up a laboratory. And to be honest, this is me testing the water, this is me getting my branding right, fixing things with the website, fixing all these different kind of things that if I just went in straight with a load of expensive product that might not necessarily sell because of all these tiny issues, it just wouldn't work for me. I'm kind of want to test the water and just see how things go with pre-made products that are still extremely well vetted by me and my team, to then progressively move in the future to work out what our focal products are, what we really want to do at the core of the brand, how we see everything, developing, I don't know, like eyeshadow stamps and what our packaging is going to look like, things that we want to get the branding right and get some promotion in and get people talking about this brand, so that when we do suddenly launch into, this is all our own design and our own formulas and all of that kind of stuff, that it's not just sort of a show-offy thing, it's more of a progression of the brand, and so that people can come on the journey with us, because it is difficult and it is expensive. And there are so many boutiques doing my research on Instagram, online, on Facebook, everywhere, that are pre-made products, because it is very difficult, and wholesale is big business, so it is extremely difficult to kind of judge a brand based on whether they buy pre-made products or not. I'm pretty sure that Pretty Little Thing and Boohoo started off by buying pre-made garments from places like AliExpress and China and all of these different suppliers, to then go on to designing their own. It's not unusual for that to happen as a brand. It also just means that these are products that I have curated, I have tested, that I love, that I am now getting from another country and being able to provide you with products that you might not normally be able to get. Yes, there are a lot of products in the beauty world, but maybe you like this one, or maybe you like what I do with my makeup and you want to buy this product. It's just a little bit different, and it's quite nice to be able to curate and sell those products to people and see them enjoying it. And I get messages from people saying, oh my god, this liquid lipstick has stayed on all day and I freaking love it. That is what it's about for me, is finding good products that people love and then eventually making my own products that people will love. There are also lots of exciting things happening. So at the end of this month, I'm traveling to Germany with my business partner. We are going to look into some factories so that we will be producing and then importing, delivering from Europe rather than being from China. It's a lot more expensive and it's a lot bigger of a carbon footprint to send from China to everywhere else, and it would be nice to have somewhere in Europe as kind of a depot, somewhere that's easy for me to get to and somewhere that I can travel to sort out packaging, formulas, deliveries, all of this kind of stuff. It's building up these stages for when we hopefully hit the big time. You will also come on that journey with me, so I'll be taking my camera when I go to Germany. I will be going to a head office to talk about the Regionaire cream. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but I will be taking you along the journey because it's a journey for me at the end of the day. This is a new brand for me and a new exciting thing for me, and it will be nice to take everyone along for the ride as well. We will also be working with bloggers and creators and makeup artists and all of this kind of stuff in the future. I'm trying to do things step by step so that we don't come across a huge issue and it completely blow the brand. I don't want that. I want to do things in stages so that we make sure everything is vetted and audited and taken care of and looks great so that we put out the best content for you guys. That is the biggest thing for me. Branding and price point, like I said, all of the branding and the logo and everything is done by me. I am not a makeup artist, I stress again. I will be taking makeup lessons, makeup classes, so that I can learn all the tips and tricks and things like that. But again, I just want this to be a good everyday brand. I think about who I have as customers at the moment and who currently buys my products. And these vary between people who are really into makeup and really want to sit down and spend hours doing their makeup before they go on a night out. But there's also the other end of the spectrum where it's girls with their own businesses and women that work in professional like offices or whatever, and they just want something that will stay on all day, that will last, that means they can touch up their makeup in the bathroom quickly and it not be such a hassle. I also then wanted it to be affordable so that it could go across kind of ages and price points and all that kind of thing. There will be collections that I do, and I already have plans for some, that are slightly higher end collections and some that are more our base affordability level products. Our current demographic, our customer, has been higher in age than I expected, so which is nice because it's more my age and slightly older than me. So I'm 25 and currently our highest demographic is 25 to 34. It's closely followed then second by 18 to 24, but I'm happy with that because that is the kind of demographic that I wanted to go for. This is people who are coming into their careers and exploring with things like makeup and fashion and beauty and business and all of these different things that I know I do. So it's much easier for me to then market to a customer I know because I am that customer at the end of the day, and I am also the one using these products and enjoying them. I also didn't want the brand necessarily to be all about me, so if someone didn't like me but they liked the brand, then that's absolutely fine. And this is the reason that I also didn't want to use my personal name. There may be collections that have my name incorporated with them, but I wanted to create a brand as a whole, like Sephora or MAC or something like that, that aren't necessarily attached to someone's name. There are so many successful beauty brands that are attached to someone's name. Again, going back to the Kylie and Jeffree Star thing, that's two prime examples of people that have built their brands based on their name, but that's not necessarily something I wanted to do. I wanted to create a brand in itself that anyone could feel comfortable buying from, whether you liked me or my makeup or my lifestyle or anything to do with me or not. So with that being said, I'm going to talk you through the current products that we have at the moment, which I have been using for over a year now, about a year now, something like that, around a year. And I'm going to show you the testers because mine are a bit like gross after a year, as you can imagine. And these ones have the logos on. Mine don't have logos on because they're testers. So first we have the eyeshadow palette. Now this I chose because I use these kind of colours every single day. I thought they were good to transform from kind of summer to winter and autumn. You can kind of use these colours all the way through and mix and blend them with other palettes, other things that you might have, because I'm not necessarily saying if you buy something from my brand you have to buy the entire range. That was never what it was about. If you like the entire range and you want to buy it, that's absolutely fine. But I also want it to fit in with what you currently have in your makeup bag, all the corresponding glitters to take it from day to night if you wanted to. I do love a glitter just as an added bit of glam, and these are gel, so they come off as a gel rather than a powder, and you can probably tell they're extremely thick, but they're so good. I love them. Then we also have the highlight and blush palette. Now this is honestly one of my favorites, and as soon as I got this I was like, oh my god. We have the 3 highlight shades. We've got a very light one, a beigey, warm, tony one, and then we've got a more pinky one for a bit of a blush highlight tone. But I don't even know if you can see that, but they're just so shiny, and I absolutely love them, and it's just my favorite highlighter. I'm so pleased with this one, and I absolutely love it, and the feedback that I've got from this one is also amazing. Oh, I just got highlighter all over my jeans. We also have the 2 lip colours, which I absolutely love, and I do wear them all the time. We have the Man Blood colour. Someone actually said to me, if someone called it Woman Blood, then it would be a controversy or something. It was just a fun name. Like, this one's called Friday. That doesn't mean I have anything against the other days of the week. It was just a fun name, so don't hate. Anyway, we have the dark red. Again, I wanted it to be kind of day to night kind of thing. So this is the nighttime one and this is the daytime one, but it doesn't necessarily need to be like that. I wear both during the day and through the night. So we have Man Blood, which is this beautiful, silky, dark red colour. I absolutely love it. This is probably my favourite one. And then we have Friday, which is the also equally as silky pink liquid matte lip, and I absolutely love these. So these are the ones that I've had messages about saying, oh my god, they literally last all day, I've barely had to touch it up, I've been drinking coffee, I've been eating, and it's stayed on. And last but not least, in the current collection, we have the unicorn brushes. Now these featured in the photo shoot quite a lot. They are kind of a favourite, and I just love the fact that you can get pretty much a whole face. This one actually has eye makeup on it, and so does that one. I just wanted it so that you could have a brush set that you could pretty much do your entire face with, and it was affordable. So these are $16.99 for 8 brushes, because I sometimes look at a brush that's like £14 for one brush, and I'm like, but why? Like, I get it, but why? We also sell on the website my sister brand, I call it, which is the Regionaire 3D Cream, and this is the brand that I originally was working with and still continue to work with. And yeah, like I say, I think they're kind of the sister brand. That's how I wanted to convey it to my brand, because we do a lot of stuff together. We use the same kind of labs and factories and all of that kind of stuff. So I really wanted this to be a part of my brand as well. And honestly, I literally use this cream every day. It's amazing. It's so good for my skin. It's so scientific. It's just, I just love it. I've talked about this on my channel before. You've seen me use it in my makeup, like get ready with me's, whatever. I just love it. So this is also on the website as well. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have found this insightful and has given you a little bit more explanation to my new brand. But I'm excited to take you all on the journey with me, and excited to see where this brand goes and what happens and what products we bring out and all of this kind of stuff. So it's going to be a really, really exciting journey for me too. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to see all of the future action, and have a good rest of the weekend.